So the media has really portrayed abortion as and by media I mean not just print and the news, right? But I mean television and movies. And I mean those two things primarily. If you see the way that abortion is portrayed on TV shows and in movies, they have sent out this message that abortion is painless, that it's bloodless, and that it's sterile. But the reality is that abortion is incredibly painful. It is physically painful. Um, I think that young women don't realize how painful abortion is going to be, um, physically and emotionally. Emotionally, it is devastating for women because it's the most unnatural thing that a woman can do. To take the life of your own flesh and blood, to take the life of your own child, that is incredibly harmful to you psychologically, to you emotionally. And they may not realize it right away. Right away, they might feel relieved because they just had this huge crisis in their life. And now that they feel like that crisis has been averted. But what we know to be true is that on average, it takes about 10 years for trauma to manifest in the body. And so a few years down the road, when they do get married and they do have that baby that they want and they prayed for, they may have flashbacks to that abortion. They may think about that child that's not currently with them, and that trauma might begin to manifest. And so, but those are things that are not talked about in the abortion industry when these women are, just going through this quick fix and having this abortion. So I think the pain is something that is not talked about. Um, and women think that this is an easy, bloodless, just like you're going to go have like a little, mole frozen off your body or something. Abortion is incredibly bloody. It is, um, it's the murder of an innocent human being, and you're taking away life. It is bloody. It is barbaric. At the end of it, there's someone in a back room piecing the body of your baby back together. These women don't know that. They think that it's just like some little tiny blood clot being removed from their body. They don't understand what's actually happening. They don't understand what's growing in their womb. They're not given an opportunity to see their ultrasound. They're not given the opportunity to know if they're having twins. They're not given the opportunity um, to see information about, fetal development or what's happening, what is actually happening to their baby at that stage in its life. And the third thing is they really are under the impression that these facilities are clean, that they're sterile, that they're run by competent medical professionals. And that is so far from true. These facilities are among the most filthy facilities in this nation. About half of the states in the United States do not even require abortion facilities to be inspected by the health department, which is insane if you think about it. No state in the United States gives any sort of pass to nail salons, tanning salons, tattoo shops, piercing studios. They all have to be annually inspected in all 50 states. Okay? That's the law. But a place that's actually performing surgery on women, a medical facility, in half of the states, they don't have to have any inspections. That's crazy. I can't go, I mean, we're talking about a tanning booth, okay? Tanning booth. Laying in a tanning booth, that place has to be inspected yearly. A place that puts a little hole in my ear, that place has to be inspected annually. But a facility that is performing an invasive surgical procedure where the risk is death, no inspection? These places that are inspected, you can go and look up their inspection records. They're public. And we have a website where you can actually go see those inspection records because we've pulled them all. And we continue to pull them annually. And the website's checkmyclinic.com. And you go and you look at the inspection reports. And these facilities are routinely failing their inspections year after year for the same things. Not properly sterilizing the instrumentation. These are the instruments that are being put inside of women, that are being used woman to woman. They're not being sterilized in between patients. They're being just run under hot water, rinsed off with Palmolive or Dawn soap, and being then put back inside the body of another woman. They're not properly reporting statutory rape. That means they are protecting abusers. They're protecting traffickers. Year after year, there's some facilities that are operating without the proper licensure. I mean, terrible, terrible things. These facilities are operating without having nursing staff, expired licenses for nursing staff. They have expired drugs that they're using on patients. They're overdosing patients on narcotics. These women are trusting that they're walking into facilities that are completely competent and safe for them. But the reality is that women are dying by legal abortion. It's happening every year. And it's happening because of negligence, because of malpractice, and because of ill-equipped staff. These abortion facilities do not care about women. They care about bringing in money, and they care about sacrificing our children. Because at the end of the day, it's not even really the money that drives them. That's the worldly reason that they continue to do what they do. But spiritually, it's so much deeper. It's a spirit of child sacrifice. It's the same spirit that we see in the Old Testament, where we see children being sacrificed to the gods of Molech. It's the same spirit. We call it something different. We call it something more palatable. We call it reproductive justice. We call it termination. We call it abortion. But at the end of the day, it is child sacrifice.